Today we're going to start with hip openers, and we're going to do 4 sets of 10. So for this workout, you can grab an elastic band, a weight. You will want some sliders, so since you don't have those, just grab some paper plates or socks on the floor. So first of all, hip openers, we're going to do 4 sets of 10, and this is just coming front to side. Getting our hip socket ready for work, going slow. Slow and controlled is awesome. There's 10. Now we need 3 more sets. There's 2. There's 3. And you can slow this down for yourself too. You do not need to go at this speed. And there is our 4 sets of 10. So you know what I love best, monster walks. No, this is really good because a lot of times people's knee will either come up in a straight line or to the middle or to the side. So this exercise really helps with, it's called patellar tracking of that kneecap. Come up right above, and again, I know it's been a hot sec, so stick that booty out, but keep this spine in a straight line. So if I were to come and bring a board over here, this would be a straight board. And we are going to do 4 sets of 10. I promise I'm doing it even if you can't see. So again, it's just like a hip opener, but with a deeper squat. We're sitting in that deep squat, coming to front to side. Low. There is 2 sets of 10. I'm going to open this door because I am honestly so hot. That's my cheerleader. Keep it low. Last one, 10. My butt is on fire, so I hope yours is too. We're going to do kicks. Let's take your band off. We're going to kick to the front, kick to the side. And we're going to do 10 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. These do not have to look pretty. And there's 10. These are gentle kicks. You are not injuring your enemy with these kicks. I was really silly and I didn't bring my water in here, so we're just gonna keep going. Oh. Sometimes you'll get those. I just got a self-adjustment on my hip joint. And if you hear that, it's totally okay. There's 1. So now we're at 2 sets. Ooh, I can kick higher after that self-adjustment. Keep going. We're at 3 sets. One more set. That was 4 sets of 10. We just concluded our warm-up. So now we get to do some squats, which I love. Give me some squats all day. I do want you to get your heavy weight. So mine is 15 pounds. I'm going to do squats with a weight. My feet are hip width apart, and as I'm doing this, I don't want to become lax in my shoulders, so do not let those shoulders come forward. Your weight should never touch the ground. So again, shoulders are up, back, and our pelvis is neutral. So here is a tuck that we don't want towards the back wall. Here's too far the other way, and here's neutral. That's where I want you. When you squat, you are shooting that butt back towards the wall behind you. But again, if I were to put a board on your back, that board could stay there. Can you go a little bit lower? There's one set. Look how easy that was. There's 2 sets, so if that was easy, now you're gonna add a swing to it. But if you are swinging, I don't want you to extend your elbows all the way because that's going to cause your extensor muscles some stress. I like this way because it just makes it go faster. 3 sets. So one more set with this one. Concentrate on that pelvis. Concentrate on breathing, apparently. But concentrate on keeping your shoulders up and back. There is 4. Take a little water break because you deserve it. You worked really hard. Slow down between those sets if you need to. You can always take a water break. Listen to your body. If your elbows hurt, lose the weight when you do that. All right. Our next one. We're going to do a reverse lunge to a jump. So in a lunge position, my leg is going to go back behind me, and then I'm going to jump, bringing it forward again. So again, that's going to look like this. Back, jump. I'm going to do that 10 times on the same leg. Ready? If that's too hard, do a fake jump for me. It's going to look like this. There's 10. Switch legs. Another way to modify is using the back of a chair. This is going to help you really focus on keeping your knee aligned. So when you go back, I don't want your knee to go on either side of your foot. I want it to stay in line with your toes and your foot. I kind of just said toes like a Midwestern. There's 10. Okay, 2 more. We can do it. You can do it. I don't know if I can. Ready? Opposite leg again. Okay. One more. We can do it. Maybe. Take a little breather before we hit it on this last set. Or go full force. You could be a queen. Look at your heart rate. I'm at 164. So for me, I'm in the zone that I want to be in. I think heart rate is an excellent predictor of how hard you're working and very specific to each person. So try and take a look at that so that you know if you're working too hard. If you're not working hard enough, talk while you're doing it. Last one. We've nailed it. Next is high knees. So for high knees, I put 4 sets of 10, but we're just gonna do 40 seconds starting now. Get your knees as high as you can without dying. For me right now, that looks like this. For you, it might look like this. Twenty more seconds. Okay, cool it down. Look at your heart rate. See where you're at. That was hard for me. See how your muscles feel. If you're too tense, spend a moment really expanding your diaphragm here. Next thing we're gonna do, hamstring curls. So let me scoot this mat over. You can do these one leg at a time for your first mod, or you can try and do both, but I would rather you do one and have good form. You're gonna go into a bridge position. So laying on your back. I know you can't see me that well. That's all right. You can kind of see my knee. Hi. We're gonna go into a bridge position. So remember, diaphragm first, then you're gonna tighten your pelvic floor. You're gonna tuck your pelvis under as if you had a tail going between your legs. Just a little bit, not a lot. Then you're gonna bring that up. And while you're in this position, bring one leg out and then in, out, in. You're gonna do 10 of those. Keeping that position. If you feel like your knees are going out of alignment, mine are a little bit wobbly, you can put a resistance band around your legs. Switch legs. Push down into the floor. Next, down into the floor, like you're trying to push the floor away. You're going to start feeling it in the back of your legs, but also your quads are probably on fire too. There's 10. That kind of felt good to lay down, but you still had to work, so good compromise. You don't need these anymore. So you can throw those plates to the side or your socks to the side. Next, we are going to do our deadlifts. So remember with deadlifts, you want to feel a stretch in your hamstrings, not your back. So as you're doing this, you want your toes pointed forward. You want that pelvis in neutral again. And you're going to keep your shoulders up and back. You're going to slowly start to lower until you feel a stretch in the back of your legs. Come back up. There's one. Let's do 40. You can have a slight bend in your legs, but not a lot. Oh no. There's 20, we're halfway there. So leading with our butt, going back to the wall behind us. As I'm going down, I'm squeezing my shoulders together. One more set. And I really tell you to stop when you feel that stretch in the back of your legs, because your legs are working then. But if you go any further than that, your back is working. And we overwork our back all the time. So we want to strengthen the muscles that aren't working all the time instead, and lengthen the ones that are working all the time. It will help out the legs a little bit. You can't totally turn off your back. I'm shaking now. Last one. Boom. You're a killer. You got this. I am so sweaty. We're gonna do toe taps. I know you can't see this, so I'm gonna explain it to you. Imagine, I have my weight down on the floor. So you're gonna take your weight. Your weight probably looks like a little dumbbell here. You're gonna take your weight, put it on the floor, and then it's gonna kind of look like Irish dancing. You're just gonna tap your toe on that weight. We're gonna do 40 toe taps. Ready, and go. Halfway there. Did it. Now, most importantly, we just did all of this work, shortening our muscles. Every time we ask our muscles to work, they're going to create little tiny micro tears. And then they're going to heal. And then they get bigger. But sometimes we get little adhesions or little trigger points. So since our muscles just worked for us, now we have to work for our muscles and roll them out. You always have time to roll because you never have time to be injured. So we're gonna roll our quads. I know you can't see me when I'm on the ground, so I'm gonna just show you standing. And then I want you to do it laying down. So first of all, you're gonna start up by your hip bone. You're laying on your stomach. This is underneath you. You're gonna roll until you find a spot on your quad that tells you it hurts real bad. Mine's right here. You're gonna sit there for 1 minute. It takes 1 minute for those little fibers to let go. You will win the war if you sit there for a minute. I want you to do the same thing on the other quad. Find the spot that sings to you the most. Stay there for 60 seconds. When you have done that, we just did deadlifts, which is hardcore on your hamstrings. So you're gonna come back here. You're gonna start at your booty. And you're gonna slowly roll towards the back of your knees in a sitting position, like you're sitting with your legs in front of you. You're gonna move, roll that sucker until you find a really painful spot. Sit there. Whew. Then, once you've done that, you're gonna go down even further. You're gonna get behind your calves. Sometimes people don't have spots in their calves that really sing to them until you take one leg, cross it over the other, and your full body weight is then on the calf that's on the bottom. So do that if you don't find it with just one leg on the foam roller. Then for hips, this is important. I want you to go into a lunge. In your lunge, you're gonna go front foot forward here, back foot behind you. Both toes are facing the wall in front of you. Bring your knee all the way to the floor, this back one. You're gonna really tuck this pelvis. So I want you to pretend like you have a tail. Tuck it. You're gonna feel that quad on the back leg tighten. If you don't, then I want you to push your whole pelvis forward. Do not rock the shape of your pelvis, just come forward. You're gonna feel a stretch in your hips, the front of your hips. Hold it for 1 minute. Switch legs. So back leg, your knee is on the floor. Your front leg, toes are pointed towards the wall in front of you. Tuck your tail. Slowly rock forward. You're gonna feel that stretch here. And then congratulate yourself because you just made it through your leg workout.